Now we have another great question for this week's segment of Ask John. The recent storms from Francine inspired today's question, which is from Sofia Figueroa in Tupelo. How do hurricanes form?
Sophia, that's a very good question. Well, you need a lot of ingredients. I'll give you the hurricane recipe. Maybe you don't want to build a recipe in your house, at home, like a food recipe, but this is the recipe in the Atlantic or in the Pacific or anywhere there's a lot of water. You need a water temperature that's usually above 80 degrees. It could work maybe a little bit less than 80, but you need at least 80-degree water temperature. Now, you have that one recipe, part of the recipe. Now, the air converging, that means coming together, and that forces the air to go upwards. And as it goes upwards, cloud development happens. And with that cloud development, you do have abundant moisture. You need a lot of moisture to get a lot of clouds going. Low pressure again, churning away. And as that circulation keeps going and going, it gets stronger and stronger. You also need the upper air winds to cooperate. Those upper air winds, what we call in the same direction, basically. If you have something called wind shear, that sometimes breaks up your tropical systems. That's what we've seen a couple of times already this year, and you see it every year, but this year has been at times what we call wind shear. That means winds in different directions, upper air, not allowing that circulation to get going. So again, water temperature 80, convergence, that means everything goes together, basically the airs, the particles of air at the surface go upwards, and as it goes upwards, builds up pretty good areas of rain and thunderstorms that are in a circular fashion, like with the low pressure area, and it gets stronger and stronger as time goes on if everything works out with all these ingredients. So that's your answer right there on how hurricanes form.
All right, thanks, John. And if you have any questions you want John to answer, feel free to email us at studio9@WTVA.com, and you could have the chance to have your question answered live.